So we're here for another Tackle Tuesday. We're going to talk about a bait that we've got in the shop. So it's springtime, and it is no doubt that the bladed jig is a dominant factor out there. We did a video on that last week, but we want to give you an alternative to that bladed jig, and that is going to be the scrounger head. And this one in particular is from Pulse Fish. And let me just tell you, you can call it a finesse style kind of a bladed thing, but it's not. It's a very power fishing with a totally different look to it. So overall, you can see it has the plastic bill on it, and this plastic bill catches water and causes this bait to rock back and forth while it's coming through the water. Now there is a skirted option available, but we don't have that in stock here at our shop or on our website. But we like to fish it just like this right here. And we're going to show you the trailers that we have and the options that you can use on this bait, where to throw it, and what line size and such to use it on. So typically when fishing this bait, you're depending on where you are or what type of structure you're around, you're going to use anything from 12 to maybe 17-pound test line. You're going to want a rod that's got a little bit of tip to it. It's got plenty of action. Nothing too stout, because this thing already has a lot of tension on it coming through the water. So you're going to have something that has a little bit of give to it. So when they load up on it, you don't end up yanking the bait away from the fish or out of the fish's mouth. All these do have a medium wire to those. And you can see I have one rigged up right here. And most of the time you're going to use a straight tail bait on this, because this bait is going to be rocking side to side, and is also going to be shaking that tail. You're going to be surprised how much action this bait actually has. And it doesn't make any noise coming through the water. So if your body of water is seeing a lot of bladed jigs such as chatterbaits, evos, strutters, or even jackhammers that are super loud coming through the water, there are those days where the little bit of finesse, silent bait coming through the water is going to prevail. We like to throw this around grass. We'll also throw it around a little bit of wood. The soft deal up here, the soft bill up here, will protect it a little bit coming through some cover, but typically it's going to be around boat docks and around grass is where we're going to like to use this at for its dominance. Now there's a multitude of baits that you can use on this head, this scrounger style head from Pulse. They have made a bait for this, and this is a little minnow style bait in here, straight tail. It's nice and finesse, it's nice and thin, and it gives it a nice rock coming through the water. Now one thing I can tell you about this bait is don't reel it too fast. It is a nice slow presentation coming through the water. Another option is one that you saw on the bait itself, and that's going to be the Hog Farmer Spunk Shad or the Missile Spunk Shad on those. We like the 3.5 typically on that for a little more finesse, but if you're fishing for a little bit larger fish or you need a bigger profile, you can go up to the 4.5, my bad. The 5.5 tends to give it a little bit of a trouble just because the bait is so large. You can overpower this bait. So it is in essence a little bit of a finesse technique, but it is power finessing, if you will, because you are still power fishing this bait with a little bit of a lighter line and a little lighter tip rod on there. And last but not least, on the website, we have the Tactical Fish Co. MRE, or Minnow Ready to Eat. And you can see this has a minnow profile to it, and it is smaller bait. So it will fit on there just fine. And as it's rolling, those tails will be out there twisting around, giving that little bit of a bait fish profile. So you can go over to RosalloCustomLures.com and you can check all of these out, or you can swing by over here at our shop in North Little Rock at 5301 McClanahan Drive, Suite B1. Just look for the signs out here on the corners of our building, and we'll get you fixed up.